If you're over 60 and your vision feels a little blurrier, your balance isn't what it used to be, or reading small text gives you a headache, it might not be your eyes aging. It might be that your eye muscles are going stiff. The good news? You can fix it. With 3 simple moves you can do right from your chair. I'll show you how, and the one movement most seniors skip that can actually protect you from falling. You ever notice how, as we age, we start holding the newspaper a little farther away? Or how reading street signs while driving just isn't as sharp as it used to be? Most folks blame it on the eyes themselves. They say, well, I guess my eyesight's going. Guess it's just old age. But that's not the full story. Because you see, the eyes aren't just little glass marbles that passively take in light. They're active, moving organs, controlled by 6 small muscles that let you track, focus, and scan your environment, just like a camera swivels and zooms. And just like any other muscle in the body, if you stop using them properly, they get stiff, weak, sluggish. Now, most people spend their days staring straight ahead at the TV or looking down at a phone or crossword, rarely moving their eyes around like they used to when they were younger and more active. And the problem is, when the eye muscles lose flexibility, you start noticing blurry vision at certain distances, more strain when reading, difficulty adjusting from near to far, and even balance issues when turning your head or walking in crowds. Now here's the kicker most people miss. The brain relies on your eye movement to keep your balance. If your eyes don't adjust quickly enough, it confuses the brain and makes you feel dizzy or off-kilter. So yes, your vision might feel a little blurrier. But the issue may not be the eye itself. It may be that the system around your eyes needs a little tune-up. And just like stretching tight hamstrings or doing shoulder rolls to loosen up stiff joints, we can do the same for your eye muscles. And don't worry, it's not complicated. In fact, the first move we'll try is something kids do all the time without even realizing it. But for seniors, it can help bring back focus, balance, and sharper vision almost instantly. Let's get to it. Eye workout. Number 1, the figure 8 fix. Wake up your eye muscles. Gently, all right. Let's wake up those sleepy eye muscles. This first move is called the figure 8 fix. And no, you don't need to dance or stretch or stand on one leg. All you do is sit comfortably in a chair, look straight ahead, and then imagine there's a big sideways 8, like the infinity symbol, floating out in front of you. Now, with just your eyes, not your head, trace that figure 8, nice and slow, around and around. What's this doing? It's gently exercising the muscles that let your eyes rotate, adjust, and coordinate together. These are the same muscles that help you shift your gaze quickly when reading a book, watching TV, or scanning your surroundings when you're out for a walk. But here's the trick. Most of us don't move our eyes this way anymore. We stare straight ahead all day, and just like a rusty hinge, those little muscles start to lock up, and you might not notice it until you try to read small print or look from your phone to the road, and your vision just feels slow. Doing this figure 8 pattern, even just once a day for a couple of minutes, helps restore eye mobility and visual fluidity. A fancy way of saying it helps your eyes move smoother and faster again. And if you've ever felt like your eyes are lagging behind your brain, this simple little loop can help get things back in sync. Now don't overdo it. Just 1 or 2 minutes a day is perfect. You're not trying to pump iron with your eyeballs. You're just giving them a gentle stretch and reminder to stay nimble. All right, next up is an even simpler exercise, but it does something the figure 8 can't. It helps your eyes refocus faster, which can make everyday things like driving, reading labels, or checking the microwave easier and more comfortable. Let's talk about the near-far reset. Eye workout. Number 2, the near-far reset. Restore your focus and depth perception. Let's be honest. One of the most frustrating parts of getting older is that your eyes just can't switch gears like they used to. One minute you're reading the back of a soup can, and the next you're trying to glance up at the clock across the room. But it's all a blur. And that lag, that moment where your eyes struggle to adjust from near to far, isn't just annoying. It can actually lead to headaches, poor depth perception, and even trouble judging distances while walking or driving. But here's the good news. Your eyes can learn to switch gears faster, just like they used to, with a simple drill called the near-far reset. Here's how it works. Hold your thumb up about 6 inches in front of your face. Now pick something across the room, a lamp, a picture frame, the TV. First, focus your eyes on your thumb for about 5 seconds. Then, shift your focus to the object across the room for another 5 seconds. Back to the thumb. Then, the far object. Repeat that 10 times. Sounds silly, right? But this little back and forth action retrains the focusing system in your eyes, especially the lens, which tends to stiffen up as we age. When you're younger, the lens adjusts automatically in milliseconds. But after 60, it's like trying to bend a plastic spoon. This exercise keeps that lens flexible. And the muscles that help the lens change shape, they get a nice little tune-up too. You might not feel a dramatic change the first day, but after a week or two, most seniors report easier reading, clearer mid-distance vision, and fewer headaches from eye strain. And don't be surprised if it helps you feel a bit sharper in general, because every time your eyes refocus quickly, your brain stays more engaged and alert too. Coming up next is a move that seems almost too simple to work, but it's actually one of the most important things you can do every day to protect your eyesight, especially from dryness and digital fatigue. Let's talk about blinking. Yes, blinking. But trust me, there's more to it than you think. Eye workout. Number 3, the blink recharge. Rehydrate and relax your eyes. Naturally. All right, let me ask you something. When's the last time you thought about blinking? Probably never, right? It's one of those things we just do without thinking. But here's the catch. As we get older, and especially when we stare at screens or even the TV for long stretches, our blink rate drops dramatically, and that's a problem. Because blinking isn't just some useless reflex, it's how your eyes stay moist, protected, and healthy. Every blink spreads a fresh layer of tears across the surface of your eye, clearing out irritants, preventing dryness, and keeping your vision smooth. Now get this, the average person should blink around 15-20 times per minute. But when we're focused on a screen, that number can drop to 5 or fewer, so the eyes dry out. They get irritated, they feel sandy, blurry, heavy. And for seniors, who may already have reduced tear production, that's a recipe for daily discomfort and worsening vision. Here's the fix. It's called the blink recharge. Set a timer for 1 minute. During that minute, you're going to do something that feels almost silly. You're going to consciously blink, slowly and completely, every 3 to 5 seconds. Not a twitch, not a lazy blink. I'm talking a nice, full blink, like your eyelids are giving your eyes a warm hug. And while you're at it, throw in a couple long squeezes, where you close your eyes gently, pause for 2 seconds, then open. This signals the tear glands to reactivate and helps reset your blink rhythm, especially if you've been on a tablet, phone, or TV marathon. You'll be surprised how refreshed your eyes feel after just 60 seconds of this. And here's the bonus. Many seniors say it helps them sleep better too, especially if they do it in the evening. Why? Because it soothes the eye surface and helps the brain wind down visually before bed. And now, for our final, and maybe most powerful, vision-boosting movement. It's a game changer for your posture, balance, and how your eyes and brain work together. Let's get into it. Bonus eye workout, the gaze anchor. Improve balance and brain-body coordination. Now this next one might surprise you, because it's not just about your vision, it's about your balance, posture, and even how confident you feel walking through a crowded store or turning quickly without feeling dizzy. It's called the gaze anchor. Here's how it works. Stand or sit upright and pick a spot on the wall in front of you. Could be a light switch, a photo, a sticker, anything. Now, while keeping your eyes locked on that spot, gently turn your head left, then right, slow and steady. But remember, your eyes stay fixed on the target, like a lighthouse beam. Do that for about 10 reps in each direction. Why does this help? Well, when you move your head but keep your eyes steady, you're training something called the vestibulo-ocular reflex, or VOR. Don't worry, I won't quiz you on that. Just know this. It's a natural reflex that connects your inner ear, your eyes, and your brain. And it's what helps you stay steady and focused when the world moves around you. As we age, that system slows down. So turning your head quickly or walking through a busy space can feel disorienting, even dangerous. But practicing this gaze anchoring tells the brain, hey, we're still in control, everything's steady, we're safe. And the result? Better coordination, more confident walking, and yes, even sharper vision while moving. It's like teaching your brain and your eyes to dance in sync again. And here's a tip. Try this one while brushing your teeth, waiting for the kettle, or watching the news. You'll be giving your eyes and brain a workout without even breaking a sweat. Now, before we wrap up, let's bring all this together in one final recap. And I'll share a few easy ways to build these into your daily routine without ever needing a gym, a gadget, or a single dollar. Final recap, plus daily routine, plus call to action. All right, let's take a breath and look back at what we just covered. Because today, you didn't just learn how to move your eyes around, you learned how to retrain your vision system to restore clarity, confidence, and control in a way most seniors never even hear about. And I know some of this might sound, well, almost too simple. Blinking, eye circles, looking at my thumb. But don't underestimate the power of the basics. Sometimes the strongest medicine isn't in a pill, it's in consistency. Because your body, even at 60, 70, 80 years old, still responds to care, still craves movement, still adapts when you give it the right inputs. So let's recap those inputs again. The figure 8 fix, to unlock stiff eye muscles and restore fluid motion. The near-far reset, to keep your focus snappy and reduce eye strain. The blink recharge, to soothe dry, tired eyes and refresh your vision. And the gaze anchor, to reconnect your balance system and reduce dizziness. Now, you don't have to do all 4 every day, but what if you just picked one to start with? Maybe tomorrow morning before breakfast, or while you're waiting for the kettle to boil, then the next day, try 2. Make it a little ritual, your eye tune-up. No gym, no gear, no pressure. And over time, these tiny habits can stack up to big changes, less squinting, fewer headaches, clearer TV watching, more confident walking, and maybe even a little more independence when reading, driving, or moving around. That's the real gift here. Not just sharper vision, but a stronger connection between your eyes, your brain, and your life. So here's what I'd love you to do. Scroll down and leave a comment. Tell me, which exercise are you going to try first? Or if you've already started, let us know how it's going. You might inspire someone else to take their first step. And if this video helped you just one little bit, go ahead and tap that subscribe button. We're building a whole library of natural, no-jargon, science-backed tips to help seniors like you protect your vision, your brain, your balance, and your independence. I'm Matthew Sharpe, your expert guide through the aging eye. And trust me, there's so much more to come. See you in the next one.